welcome to the very first episode of the Successful Businesswomen's Podcast. Joining me today is the lovely and creative Jenn Kennedy. Jenn Kennedy, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Jennifer actually owns Emerald Pine Collective, and she's been very successful at building a brand for herself. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yes, so I like to call myself a creative services company. I'm a party of one, and I do a lot of different things, but primarily I focus on photography, florals, and artworks such as digital and watercolor art.
I've seen you do some pretty interesting things too. I went to a pool party over at Glennis Teeter's house the other day, and you had turned your creativeness into a landscaper.
Yes.
So What did you do? Did you go out, find these flowers? Do you grow the flowers?
Yeah, so I have a real passion for what I've learned is just really pouring back into the community and environment. And I have really gotten to be like an outside person. And she said that she was looking for somebody to help with her yard. And I thought, what better way to support another successful businesswoman, but also the community and our environment. So I installed a lot of native plants and ones that the birds and the bees will love. So yeah.
And they looked really good next to the pool in the hot tub over at Glennis's house. One of my favorite things about you is your personality and your ability to just kind of get in there and adapt and show people your creative nature, but you really have a good eye for someone's brand.
Yeah.
And I think this is something that's evolved inside of your brand over the past year. But because of your love for photography, I've seen you go out to some locations, some local businesses in our area and really do some cool branding shoots. So tell me about your favorite branding shoot.
Yeah, so I think probably my favorite was going over to 121 Raleigh Street, which they've got quite a few spaces there that are in that space. But I was working with Lori Cunningham, and I really got to highlight the products that she is carrying and supporting other businesses. But one of the things that I loved was being able to interpret what she had into the space that she already had. There in Heather Allen's building. So it was really nice to capture the essence of what she carries, but also capture the space that she's in all the time. So using some of the like white painted brick as the background, it was a gorgeous setting. So.
Well, we loved seeing that work from you. I definitely need to get you out and do some branding shoots for the Successful Businesswomen, which brings me to my next question. You've been in the Successful Businesswomen for a while now. You've been very supportive of our community. Those of you who do not know what the Successful Businesswomen is, we are a large local women's empowerment group who loves to have a really good time together and believes that connections are a great way to increase your revenue. We do all this while we serve our communities because we care about children, seniors, and veterans here at the Successful Businesswomen. But what actually attracted you to the Successful Businesswomen? What is it that you like about the SBW?
Yeah, so I think what I really appreciate is I am new to being a business owner. I've always done things kind of as hobbies, and I did not have a lot of direction as far as what do I do as a business owner? How do I make connections? How do I, utilize what's out there in the world? So one of the things that's been really foundational for me is making the connections that I've made, being able to get my name out there, not just to build my business, but to really help others. And in turn, I've realized too, that others are willing to help me. And I'm actually working right now with Kelly Kane. I'm going to be working with her to get my website updated.
It's exciting.
I'm very excited. But things like that I would not have normally been able to do, because who knows who I would have chosen. But having the support of everybody in this group and the community it's really empowering. And I'm glad that, I've got such wonderful and successful people around me who care about pouring back into each other.
Well, we love having you and the successful business women. You're certainly an asset to the team, and we appreciate you a lot. We want to know what's next for Emerald Pine Collective. Do we have any exciting tea that we want to dish, or any events coming up soon? Please do dish the tea, Jennifer.
Yes. So I am very excited. I'm working on a novel, and I've gone in a really great direction with it. It's a novel about kind of where I started and who I am now as a successful businesswoman, but finding my passion in what I do. I have got a children's book that I'm hoping to publish. Another exciting one. Yep. So this will be my second one.
What's the name of that first book?
What Might You Find at a Produce Parade?
And you can get that on Amazon, right?
You can. Yes. So hopefully later this year or early next year, that'll be out. And then I am also working right now speaking of 121 Raleigh Street, I'm actually working right now to have my digital artwork prints and my photography sold in there. So
if you guys didn't catch that, she said digital artwork prints.
Yep.
This lady can draw. I've seen you do work for real estate agents, people who are, buying or selling a home, and they want that perfect memory. She's really good at rendering the most beautiful drawings. And that's all part of her brand, Emerald Pine Collective.
Yep.
Now, if anyone's interested in getting in touch with you or having a complimentary consultation for remodel of a room, if you want a new look in your room, or you want a drawing rendered, or photography or a branding shoot, tell us how to get in contact with you.
Yeah, pretty easy. It's at Emerald Pine Collective. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm even on LinkedIn. But also I, welcome everybody just to join the SBW group, because that's also where I'm really heavily involved too. So you can find me there too.
So give us a telephone number if we want to get in contact with you right now. Go.
919-634-4212.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, guys. We're here with Jennifer with Emerald Pine Collective. She has a lot of things coming up. So check her out on her social media pages if you want to get more deets, or if you want to check out those great Facebook and Instagram reels she does for branding shoots. Definitely head on over to her social media page, folks. And we'll check you on another episode of the Successful Businesswomen podcast, coming to you next week.